All right, so quick disclaimer. I tried to do a halftime video. I recorded while it was halftime talking about the first half, and the game started back before I got a chance to upload. So I'm just going to attach the first half video to the beginning of this, and then I will talk about the second half and the overall game beyond that. So let's go. Yo, what's up, family? All right, so look. It's halftime. Celtics dropped 21, 63-42. Just a quick video. I haven't done like a halftime shit before, so I won't be looking at any stats. I'll just be going all the things I have. All the first half, of course. I got my little black book. So the first thing I noticed in the first quarter is Tatum's facilitating. They're going to make him a facilitator. We saw this in 2022 finals against the Warriors when the Celtics had less offensive pieces. They're a 64-win team with a starting five full of offensive threats. The opposing team still feels the same way. He made every single read. I don't know what's wrong with his handle though. He's been losing the ball all over the place. He's been getting stripped. The Mavericks are allowed to be physical with Tatum, which is fine. I want that to go both ways. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, he's been making every read. He got some points in the second quarter with a three, and he got a switch on Kyrie. The Celtics ram action twice to get Tatum a switch on Kyrie, and he was switching and going to the free throw line. He got a dunk and stuff like that. Kristaps Porzingis, instant impact, instant dominance. In that first quarter, he had 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 blocks. His rim protection, his ability to stretch the floor, to punish the mismatches without even backing down, just doing some up fakes. If they jump, take a step in, shoot the shot, or just go right up, draw a foul because he's so tall. And there was a possession where Lively tried to body him up, went right by him, dunked the ball. So great stuff by Porzingis. We need that. And again, it's just another example of why we shouldn't have been saying to everybody, oh, we still don't have Porzingis, and people just didn't give a fuck about it, which is absolutely crazy to me. That's crazy to me. So again, in my previews, I talked about what the defensive matchups was going to be. Things that were correct was we have Jalen on Luka. He's done a phenomenal job, two-way, had a great first half, got some steals, got some dunks, got the energy up. He was also taking advantage of Luka early in the second quarter by hunting him, and they had him on Horford. So Horford was setting those screens, and Jalen was getting those switches. Yeah, so we had we had Jalen on Luka. We had Tatum on the center, and our center was guarding Derrick Jones Jr. In the regular season matchup on March 1st, we had KP guarding PJ. Derrick Jones Jr. hadn't hit his stride yet with the team. He was not starting. He only played like 7 minutes. Derrick Jones Jr. is a worse shooter than PJ, so we had them we had our centers on Derrick Jones. Sam fucking Hauser, 3-and-D. If he plays defense like this, there is nothing for us to say. If he can guard like this, there's nothing for us to say. So he also had 2 threes. He had 2 very high difficulty threes that he hit. It's a blessing to see Sam get his 3-ball back. Plus, the defense on the other side was just impeccable. Horford, very, very active start. Got our first points, I think, with a pump fake and then a drive and a dunk. The Mavs, 3 center rotation in the first quarter. Kleber, Lively, and Gafford all saw minutes. And in my preview, I told people that the only thing that I saw that was not something that was going to happen in the playoffs is that Derrick Jones Jr. only has 7 minutes. In the March 1st matchup, Gafford only played 6 minutes. And that was not because he was hurt or something like that. Jason Kidd saw that Kleber was a better matchup. And you're seeing that in the first half. He's opting to go with his switch ability and his shooting. So, at least in the first half, that is true. In the second quarter, again, we got JB hunting Luka in the second quarter aggressively. He came out aggressive with I don't think Tatum was on the floor. I don't think KP was on the floor. I don't think Derrick White was on the floor. So he came out really aggressive with a lot of that bench unit, and he really put his imprint on that scoring. Again, we got Luka on Horford. Horford did an okay job on those switches. I hated how they ended that quarter. You cannot end a quarter like that. I think they got a possession with like 40 seconds left, and Jalen just held the ball for the whole shot clock and then handed it to Tatum. No. Play your offense. Keep playing. The half is not over. And this is not something to harp on. I love physicality, especially in the finals and the playoffs. But the Mavericks are getting away with a lot more than what the Celtics are. The Mavericks are being very aggressive on the ball in our guys' chest, which I love. But if you're going to let them do that, don't call weak fouls for Luka Doncic. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, that's it for me. I will see you guys after the game. All right, so Right now it is 107-89. The Celtics have this game wrapped up. The Mavericks gave up with about 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter when we were up like 25. So the second half stuff, at the beginning of the third quarter, it did get a little scary. The Mavericks were slowing us down with that zone. And even when they weren't in that zone for a couple of possessions, the offense in the third quarter just was slow. It was stagnant. Then it became Luka's scary hours for about 5 to 6 minutes. He got those threes going. He got easy drives. 2 easy drives to start the third quarter is never a thing that you want. And then he got that step back 3 going off that screen, like right above half court. They cut it to 8. And then what changed the game was Jaylen Brown drives and Jason Tatum drives, right? Jaylen Brown driving kick in that latter half of that third quarter was insane. Him getting, I think, 2 fouls on Lively in that stint. He picked up his 5th. They had to bring in Tim Hardaway Jr. in a really important stretch of that game, and it just blew him out the water. Tatum, again, a good all-around game for Tatum. The only thing I didn't like about Tatum's game tonight was the ball security. He had butterfingers all night, just the ball just flying out of his hands and all that shit. But other than that, his gravity was about 75% of our offense. Like, the attention he still draws on a 64-win team with hella offensive threats. The opposing team still respects him so much that, hey, we're going to make you a passer. He made the right reads 99% of the time. And forget all the scoring, bro. In a game like this, his scoring is not the thing, bro. All I want to see is him being willing to do the right thing. And he only had 5 assists, but he made the correct read almost every single time. I do want him to be a little bit more decisive when Luka gets on him, so just catch it and rip. Like, don't play with it. He is a strong defender, as in like strength. So if you trying to play with the ball and he gets into your chest, he's gonna knock you off your line. Inverted jab or just a quick jab, go at him, go to the paint. Yeah, we got 2 straight Luka drives. You got Luka scary hours. So his offense slowed down way too much. Then we got Lively 5 fouls, of course. THJ enters. And again, special all-around Tatum game. Then Lively goes out and the run just extended. That's when we blew the game out. When he came out and Tim Hardaway came in, we turned up the defense and we started driving. And Jaylen Brown, the rim protection at the end of that third quarter, he had 2 amazing blocks. He had a breakup on a Derrick Jones lob. Then he blocked his dunk, and then he blocked the Kyrie layup. Celtics were lacking energy in the latter half of the second quarter and the beginning of the third. Those blocks, the driving kicks from Jaylen, those really got the energy back up in the Garden, and it was a runaway by then. Then the fourth quarter, Luka drew 2 early fouls at the start, and I'm pretty sure the Celtics were doing this for the majority of the game. But when Peyton Pritchard or Derek White was on Luka, the Celtics came and they brought 2 players. There was a possession where Pritchard was on him. Jaylen Brown came to help. He still got an and one. Tatum came to help. Then there was a possession where they played great defense. Pritchard was on him, and it's super important how competitive Pritchard is, because him holding up for at least 2 dribbles allows the help to come. So there was a play where he was guarding Luka. He forced him to drag his dribble all the way out to the wing, and then Derek White came and he stole the ball and he got a layup. So good job from Pritchard. Yeah. So that's all I had, because at that point it was over. Jaylen Brown, great all-around game. That first half from Kristaps Porzingis really set the tone for us. Hitting those shots on the switches, punishing those guys. And again, I told y'all, his spacing goes way beyond the three-point line. He hit 2 or 3 deep threes in this game. The rim protection was insane. He was just great tonight. Oh, somebody I didn't talk about was Drew. Drew has just been giving us solid performances in this playoffs. He had a play in the second half where he took PJ Washington from the top of the key down to post him up, spin move, hit a layup on him. And PJ, who was really physical all night, just throwing his body around, trying to outstrength guys. For Drew to do that after he was trying to do all that, it was just great to see. And yeah, the Celtics really limited the Mavericks passing. Now, of course, the Mavericks did not hit shots. The Mavericks shot 7 for 27 from 3. They shot 49% from 2, which is cool for them. But from 3, the Celtics shot 16 of 42. That's what, 16, 48, 7, 3, 21. Bro, that's a 27-point difference on the 3-point line. The one thing that really stood out to me, I think in the early fourth quarter, I think George said that Luka had 1 assist. And I was like, wait, what the fuck? What do you mean he had 1 assist? Their team had 5 assists early in the fourth quarter. They finished with 9, and at least 3 of those was garbage time. The Celtics did a phenomenal job of, again, I said this in the preview. I said, hey, The best thing you might have to do is let Luka do his stuff. On everybody that's not Pritchard or White, you let him do his stuff. And you lock down those other guys. Them not hitting shots certainly helped you. The principle, the game plan discipline was also there. There was a couple times where Derrick Jones Jr. hit his first three of the game. The Celtics did not overreact at all. There was a couple plays where Derrick Jones had the ball and Kyrie was next to him. It was a quick 2-on-1. Horford was there both times. Do you know who he chose to guard? He chose to guard Kyrie Irving. You let Derrick Jones do whatever he's going to do from the perimeter. You see Kyrie Irving open, that's who you go to. So great game plan discipline by the Celtics in this game. Luka is going to be Luka. But if you have him shoot all those shots to get the 30 points, you're doing your job. Plus, if you don't let the other guys go off, you're extremely doing your job then. And yeah, it was just a great game for us. KP looked healthy. Now, I don't know how he's feeling after the game. He did slow down in the second half, but there was no grimacing. Of course, he was tired because of the conditioning. That's something totally different. He wasn't grimacing. I didn't see any pain. So maybe it was gamesmanship. And I really hope y'all was right on that. And all the credit goes to y'all on that. I would rather be wrong in that sense than anything. Like, him being hurt, I wanted to be wrong on that. The Celtics in 6 prediction, if they get it done early, which I think I'm gonna be like, oh man, I was right. Hell nah, we partying, cuz we partying and we looking good. So it's up 1-0. Game 2 Sunday, gotta do the same thing. Go up 2-0 when we go to Dallas. But I will see you guys in the next video. Y'all be getting a lot of me out of these next 2-3 days before game 2. So we'll see y'all soon. Peace.